It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Monday. I hope y'all had a chance to enjoy the pattern shift that we had happening over the weekend. I know many things had some pop-up showers and thunderstorms kind of raining out during the day, especially down in the Branson area on Saturday evening. There was some heavy rain and thunderstorms active, some severe thunderstorm warnings issued over the weekend too, but this signals a change in our weather pattern from the very dry conditions that we've had around most of the month of August and September so far to now a more wet forecast with even the potential for flooding in the forecast in localized spots, not just over the weekend, but also today, tomorrow, and into Wednesday. Looks like this rainy pattern is going to continue, and that's how we're kicking things off for the new work week forecast. So a lot to talk about on Monday morning. We've got more additional chances for rain in the forecast today. Some rain dotting the radar this morning, so keep that in mind for the morning drive time. I think the lowest chances for precip today are actually during the daylight hours. So about 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., let's say, you probably have a pretty good chance of being dry across the Ozarks. I'm not saying we won't get a stray shower or thunderstorm, but for the most part today, I'm expecting some morning activity on the radar. And then again, we'll see that radar picture blossom this evening and overnight tonight as the more widespread rain and thunderstorms look likely. This rainfall is much needed now that the drought conditions have been out in the Ozarks. We have now severe drought showing up in a good portion of the Ozarks. So the rain is welcome, but it just seems like we can only turn the faucet on or off completely. It's all coming at once or not enough in some instances. And today, I think we have additional chances for some of the heavy downpours to take over in the Ozarks. It's very unsettled across much of the plains and the Midwest today. Heavy rain, that looks possible for portions of Nebraska and Iowa, also down into Kansas and Oklahoma. There's going to be this area of particularly heavy downpours. We have additional chances for rain and isolated storms in the forecast. That's what's possible later this week, too. Both Tuesday and Wednesday have opportunities for heavy rain. And much like today, I think the best chance for rain, both Tuesday and Wednesday, come in the evening and overnight hours. And that's where we're going to see the best potential for flooding, particularly in some of our southwestern counties where the moisture is very rich, and we will be able to tap into some of that with the Gulf moisture that's available. We continue to see highs this week, generally in the 70s. So this morning, we're starting off in the mid 60s. It's comfortable. And because of some cloud cover and some scattered chances for rain, I think a lot of us stay in the upper 70s for highs today. I can't rule out the low 80s if you do get some peaks of sunshine, but for the most part, we're talking cooler weather overall. Rain expected today in the forecast. This is when you add it all up, and there will be places that end up with more than an inch of rain through today. As we head into the forecast on Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm expecting even more. And I think that access for heavy rain is going to be our southwestern counties as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday. So by the time we're done with this week, we may be able to spread it around in the Ozarks so much that we do see some significant improvement in the drought monitor. We'll definitely look forward to that being issued on Wednesday and see if we have much change in the forecast. The things making national news headlines this morning in the weather department include tropical moisture bringing a slight risk of excessive rainfall to the southwest. We saw that late last week, and this is a big pattern change for portions of Southern California. Not used to getting all of this moisture, but remnants of Mario, bringing in some heavy rainfall to the southwest. They are catching up on rainfall, much like many of us. We have strong to locally severe storms in the forecast for the plain states. I mentioned those with the potential for heavy rain, as well as some severe risks like hail and high wind. And there's also going to be just kind of this average temperature forecast for much of the central U.S. with above normal temperatures for the East Coast, while the West Coast is getting kind of a rare cool pattern. But this is all signaling that we're starting to see this change into fall, and these cooler temperatures are going to start taking over for everyone. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question. Which of these is true about rainbows? Can you ever stand inside one that you can see? Do you think A, yes, if you're directly in the center? B, yes, at night? C, No, that's impossible. Or D, only during a storm. Do you think you can see a rainbow that you are standing inside? No, you cannot. If C, no, it's impossible was your answer, you would be correct. And it all has to do with that rainbow geometry. You cannot see a rainbow while you are in its path. A rainbow is an optical illusion created by light that refracts and reflects off of water droplets that are in front of you with the sunlight behind you. So you can only see a rainbow from a specific viewing angle between the sun and the water droplets. So if you were quote, inside the rainbow, the light would no longer be visible for you. So, um, if that sounded like it was not possible, you were on the right path. It is impossible. So, congrats if C was your guess. Here's the next chance to win. When rainwater soaks into the ground, it's often stored in what natural underground container? What do you think this is? Do you think it's A, aquifer, B, caldera, C, geyser, or D, fault? Let me know what you think. You can submit your guess. That's on the website at aroundtheozarks.com. Wanted to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. I sure appreciate you starting off your new week with me here. Stick around all week long. I'll keep you posted on all these chances for rain and storms heading into the region. Today, it's a good idea to grab the umbrella, pack your rain boots. I'll be back to chat with you first thing tomorrow morning.